Hello, everybody. It is New Year's Eve, and what an exciting time of year where tomorrow starts anew and we get to look at life with a new perspective, or at least we're supposed to, right? I am not making any major New Year's resolutions this year. I'm going to try to use up some of my pattern paper. That is my New Year's resolution. If you are making New Year's resolutions, please post them. I'd love to hear what you guys are doing and how you're going to attack it and achieve this goal, and I can help cheer you on. I always want to do that. Whether it's crafty or personal or whatever, we all need a support system to help us achieve our goals. Without further ado, though, let's get to this, because I have a lot of cards to share with you, and they're so wonderful. And I love this time of the month because it's just so inspiring to see all the things that you've created. And our theme for December, we had two themes actually. One was winter, so like snow, snowmen. One of them was ice skating cards, whatever it is, just something winter related. And then the second theme was your favorite card of 2022. That was actually a lot harder than I thought. I was going through stuff and I was just like, ugh, it was so hard to pick one. But I settled on, I finally did do it for the swap. So I'll go through all this at the end, but if you are interested, take a screenshot of this so you can participate in January. Our theme is going to be love. So any, like, wedding, anniversary, Valentine, or baby, anything in that category, anything that's like expressing that you care about someone works. And I know some of you guys like to work in advance, so here we go. February, we're going to do masculine. And I put a little face because that's always a little hard for me. Masculine cards are the hardest for me. So hopefully we can inspire each other and build up our stash of masculine cards in our collections. So, all right, so let's do the winter cards first. The first one here is this ice skating card, and this is by Margaret. And this is a really cool, intricate skating die. I really like that. And then she's used some pattern paper with the snowflakes. And one thing I really like this year, a trend, is I saw a lot of cards with snowflakes that in green, and I just think that's kind of cool because you usually think snowflakes that ties you right into blue, and I like that we're kind of breaking out of that because this is really, really pretty and elegant. I like the green and red together, and it says 'tis the season to be freezing. So there we go. That's our first winter card. And this one's also really nice. This is by Lori, and she I believe this is from Stampin' Up. Maybe not. I'm not 100% sure, but it's super cute. And I really like this guy. He just looks so happy. Oh, you know what? He has ice skates too. I didn't even really realize that. But it's a great theme. And I love the purple and blue together. Warm and toasty wishes to you. The inside is left blank. And I don't know if she did this or if it was just a perfect match, but she's got like purple splatters on the pattern paper here that match this purple and the cardstock. It really pulls it all together and gives a cohesive look. I really, really like that. And gosh, oh man, he is just adorable. All right, keeping on with that wildlife theme, this is my card for the winter theme. We've got this little deer, and he's being given a snowball by this cute little bunny. And I just really, really liked the idea of these two guys out in the woods sharing a moment. So I left the inside blank as well. And this card is by Bonnie, and this was really a clever idea. What she did, at least I believe what I think she did, was she reverse masked. So she put a paper around exposing only the circle, and then she sponged in the blue, and then while the mask was still there, she stamped in these plants to give kind of like a scene of like, you know, pine trees, or kind of just like, you know, nature around it. There's also some stars stamped in the sky. And then she sent this through the embossing folder and then used some of that ink to emphasize the snowflakes that are on top. So it's just kind of a really neat, simple but neat card by Bonnie. On the inside it says, like a snowflake, we are all different in our own way. So very, very sweet. Kind of pulls in the snowflake design from the front. Great card, Bonnie. Thank you for sharing that with us. This card is from Peggy, and I did not know this, but Peggy left a note in here. She says, I am 70 years old and I love to go sledding in the winter with my 12-year-old granddaughter, which clearly inspired her to create this card. I love this little bear in the sleigh. How cute is that? And she tied that in by also including a bear on the inside of her card. It says, let it snow. Look at this cute pattern paper with the bunnies and the cardinals. What a cute little scene. I want to go sledding there. What a fun, fun, fun card. What a cool card, Peggy. Thank you for sharing that with us. This one is from a very special person to me. This is from my 93-year young grandmother. She colored this girl. She's from Saturated Canary. She's one of my favorite companies. And she did such a good job. Look how she looks so cold. She's apparently buying hot chocolate from a penguin for 5 cents. Look at that. Just really, really, really neat. There is glitter on the snowbanks here, which just gives the right perfect amount of sparkle. And then on the inside, it's the little things that make life big. And isn't that the truth? What a perfect time of year to remember all that. So very, very cool. Great job coloring, Evelyn or Grandma. Good job. This is from a new swapper. This is from a woman named Jane, and I know it's not 100% in the winter theme, but I'm really glad that she chose to participate. I love a lot of things about this. She put some glossy accents in all of the hearts, so they're so just wonderful. And she used alcohol markers to color her shirt and jeans. The coloring on this is very, very nice. So even though it's not 100% winter, I think it fits perfectly in with us, and I'm glad you're participating, Jane. What a wonderful thing to have you along. So what a beautiful card. Excellent work. So thank you, Jane. And our last winner card is from Debbie Hill. And I think she would let me post the measurements to this. I'd have to ask her again. She told me these are actually squares, and you fold them in half and then fold the other half, the corner down to here, and you do this in 4 different sizes, and it creates this Christmas tree. And it says, let it snow. It doesn't have to be a Christmas tree, does it? I guess it's just a tree. It's got this really cool texture from like a fern embossing folder. I don't know if the camera picks that up. I try to move it so you guys can see. But it's just a really pretty, elegant, I love this, let it snow card. And on the inside, enjoy the warmth of the season with the green snowflakes again. I've noticed that's a trend. I think that's great. I love that we're breaking some color boundaries here. So perfect. Those were all of the winter cards. And now let's jump right into your favorite cards of 2022. Now these cards could be anything. They could, anything that inspired you and kept you creating. It could be something you saw, something, anything. Just anything that was inspiring to you in 2022. And this card is from Beth Nash. And look, she has these little teacups. This is very, very sweet. I like how the teacups are stacked, and she drew the little steam in there and the hearts, and she left it blank on the inside. So it could be used for absolutely anything. So what a really cool card, Beth. I love it. It's very simple. I love the stripes, and the paper actually has a lot of like texture to it. Even though it's completely smooth, it looks like it has a lot of texture to it. So great card, Beth. Thank you for sharing that. All right, this card is by Sherry Warner. And oh my gosh, lady, you went absolutely nuts here. She took a bunch of punches and rearranged them to make this adorable little puppy. And I, by no means, can recognize all of them. Obviously, there's some circles. There's a photo punch here, some ovals. So take a screenshot of that if you wanted to dissect that and then recreate that with your punches. I'm sure if you commented, she'd be glad to help you out with some directions. She has the sentiment, doggone. I can read. Doggone. And then we have this beautiful red paper that just, it really helps that dog pop off. It says, sorry I missed your birthday. I hope it was a good day. Oh, that's really, really sweet. This is a really special card. I'm so impressed. There's so many little details, including glossy accents on the nose. Thank you, Sherry, for sending this in. I can see why this is your favorite. Absolutely perfect. All right, this is also from Jane, who is our new swapper. And this is a slider card. So when you pull this up, You get to, the acorn faces you, and you get to read the message in here. You can also put a gift card in here, and then you can also open up the card and write your message on the inside. So what an innovative card by Jane. What a very cool thing. I love that. This is a design. I love to make this, and then I go through phases where I make a bunch of them, and then I let it go, and then I don't make any, and then sure enough, I'll come back to it. So you might have inspired me to try this layout again. So thank you, Jane, for sharing it and reminding us that that exists. I love that. All right, let's see what's next. This one is from Peggy. You are the only one that sent in a New Year's card, and I absolutely love it. I always miss New Year's. It comes right after Christmas, and I never get any New Year's cards made. So maybe that should be my resolution, is to get my Christmas cards done earlier so I don't miss all the New Year's fun. I love this idea. She took one stamp and inked it up in several different colors to create this like playful background. And it's not, but it kind of makes you think of fireworks right off the bat. I don't know why. Maybe that's just me. Tell me what you guys think. And then she's punched out the year, 2023, and put that on there. This is absolutely beautiful. What a clever, fun idea. I'm so glad you shared that with us, Peggy. What a great card. Thank you. All right, the next one here is by Bonnie, and this is going to be a struggle to show this to you, but let me set it up this way. She made a box card, another one of my favorite layouts. So when you mail it, it mails completely in 100% flat, but when the recipient takes it out of the envelope, it stands up. And this has just got a ton of little fun things on it. So there's a teapot and books and cake, and the cake has like I don't know what that is, but it truly looks like frosting. There's glitter. It's like fuzzy. Maybe it's flock. Is that flock, Bonnie? You're gonna have to help us with that, the details of that. And then out of the metallic paper, she's cut silverware. So this looks like a birthday card. It's all ready to go. What a fun little thing to do. So I love that layout. Thank you, Bonnie, for sharing that. And while we are on fun folds, I have a couple more to share. This one is by Margaret. I have not made this fun fold yet. This is on my list of things to try, but it's like 3 little mini easels. Easel cards are one of my favorites to make, but this one has 3 mini easels so that you get, let me see if I can tip it up. So when it's laying down, you get a look of, all 3 ladybugs, and it says happy birthday party on. It's just a really neat, fun display feature, and it says happiest birthdays to you. So awesome that you're trying these fun folds, Margaret. I'm so proud of you for doing that. This is just super cute. I love it, and it's just a really cool way to display. And the paper you chose was perfect. The black and white check with the red cardstock really sets off the ladybugs. So very, very nice. We have one more fun fold, and I'm not sure what this fun fold is called. The donkey is definitely from Stampin' Up, and the pattern paper, I don't know, but it's absolutely beautiful. But when you pull this, it creates kind of like a stepped, I'm not sure, stepped like display. It just adds a lot of funness, or uniqueness to the card. It also helps the card stand up beautifully. It's absolutely gorgeous. And there you go. Isn't that cool? It's your birthday. Hee-haw, hee-haw. And then for those of you who are wondering, well, where do you write your message? Good thing you asked. You put it right here on the back. She put a white piece of paper so you can just fill that all up with another donkey. Absolutely wonderful. Perfect. I think that's it for our fun folds. We have another just absolutely beautiful card. This is by Debbie Hill. I love this. We did this actually in one of my classes not too long ago. Not this exact same card, but the idea where you have a center point, and from the center point you stamp all of your greenery from that, and it kind of creates like a spiral of flora. I don't know. It kind of creates a spiral of just happy little plants, and then you put your sentiment right there in the middle, and it just is a really, really pretty, simple card. She has included all the materials if you would ever want to make this, and I love that she did that on the inside. It just adds so much. So wonderful card, Debbie. Very, very elegant and pretty. All right, my card that I chose for my favorite, this was so hard for me, was I picked this Tilda card. Now, I actually made this card several years ago, but I really liked it, and so I dug it out and I was remaking them this year, and I sent them to a bunch of people. So I had one, and I've been it's been sitting on my desk, and I have been treasuring it. So now I'm going to share it with one of you guys. The little girl on her name is Tilda, and she is a very, very small company in Sweden. I really like her. I've been ordering her stamps for a very long time. I don't know. There's something about this little girl that I find so incredibly sweet. So I paired that with an embossing folder, and it says, "You're in my thoughts." And it says, "May each miracle of spring be a sweet reminder of God's everlasting love." So I hope that message hits home with you guys. I just wanted to share. I colored her with alcohol markers. It's a very, very nice card. And our last card in this category is by Evelyn Franz. I love this. This is an older stamp set by Stampin' Up, and she's colored the draft to match the colors in the paper, which somehow just makes the whole thing just 100 times cuter. And I even like the placement of the gems because it ties this circle into this, so now it feels like one element. So what a great design choice. I think that's amazing. And she kept the rest of this very simple, just using some cardstock and some gingham paper. And so sometimes that's all there is to say, and that I am here for you. So what a wonderful like get well card or cheering up card, or something that, you know, would really pick someone up and help them get through the next day. So I can definitely see why you guys pick these as your favorites. I think they're absolutely wonderful. Let me go through this, and I have one bonus card to share with you after this little reminder here of how everything works. So here are the information for the January and February swap. Remember, you can interpret these any way you want. Here's the address that you're going to send them to, so take a screenshot of that. Or and make sure you are either sending a self-addressed envelope or $1 to cover the postage back to you. These are all going to go out in the mail. Unfortunately, there's no mail tomorrow because it's January 1st, but they will all go out in the mail on the 2nd, which is Monday, I believe. So there's that. Don't write anything on the inside. Keep them blank so that the person who gets them in the swap can then share this with their friends, so we can keep the joy going. And I think that's pretty much it, but there's a summation of all that. And if I didn't say it, again, love, anniversary, wedding, Valentine, baby, anything in that category. And February is going to be masculine. And then my son, I didn't tell him about the swap last month, thinking he was kind of like over it. And he was very upset that he didn't get a swap card done. So he made one for this month, and it was a winter theme that says, "Let it snow." He drew these little snowmen. He's got his little hands, and he's colored a sky blue. And then inside it says, "Celebrate the season. Ho, 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 Ryan." He drew a Christmas tree. So we're going to work with him a little bit on how to fold a card. But he's 6. So the fact that he's making these and he's doing them all on his own really, really makes me happy. If you have any littles that would like to do some sort of creative swap with him, he would absolutely love that. Just send me a note. We can chat. I guess that is it for this month. I love all your cards, guys. They're absolutely stunning. I can't wait to see what you create in January. And until then, I guess this is goodbye. Happy New Year, everybody. Bye.